Hello and welcome to another episode of Franklin and Douglas, where we talk about current events and give you bad advice. I'm Franklin, and with me, as always, is my buddy Douglas. Double D, how's it going?
Buddy, it is going great.
I love to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. The sun is out, the birds are chirping, and oh, here we go.
Pollution is polluting.
Pollution is polluting. Hey, did you hear that we almost lost Donald? Or is that a dream of mine?
I was wanting to look to see if that was true or not.
Yeah, some about a plane and a helicopter. At any rate. Yeah. I'm just like, wake me when it's done.
Do you think there's some collusion? Like they were on the walkies with each other? Like, listen, let's just sacrifice ourselves for this.
Yes, that's what it was. But at any rate, I thought it was a dream because I never heard anything else about it. But at any rate, I'm glad to hear that you are doing well. Hey, listen, for today's episode, we're going to jump into our time machine and we're going to head back to 2004. Yeah. Do you remember that far back? Do you remember?
I can barely remember 5 minutes ago, let alone that long ago.
Oh my God. Will Smith gave us iRobot. Robots were everywhere. They cooked, they cleaned, they delivered things, they helped people around the house, and everybody was like, look at the future. This is going to be great. Not me. I wasn't. Then the robots started thinking for themselves, and Will Smith spent the rest of the movie running around telling everybody, I told y'all something was wrong with these damn robots. And here we are 22 years later. Robots are now jumping back into everything. They are, they're back into being produced and built. And, it's kind of getting kind of crazy out there. And so you have some great information for us today about the robots. And so tell me, what is it that we should be looking for in the new robots of the future? And should I call Will Smith?
Well, I was kind of wondering too, if Will Smith was going to program a robot to walk up to different actors by, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Slap.
Keep my robot's name out of your mouth. Oh my God.
That was a great intro because today I wanted to talk about something that I saw on TikTok. And I was like, oh, hell no, when I saw it. So I was like, I have to share it with the world now that I have to see it. So now you have to as well. So this also just confirms my fears that the robot invasion will look pretty scary as well. So
Let's get into it.
I know. I'm talking about Threehalves, which is a weird name, but Threehalves, a new robot from robotics company called Satyress or Satyress, one of the two, but we're going to call it Satyress. Apparently,
that sounds like the devil's name.
Well, buckle in. So apparently the goal, a satyr is kind of like from, I think it's Greek mythology, like Pan, where they got like the goat legs and the horns and that. So I mean, you're close on that. So
yeah.
So apparently the goal is to build a robot that can go into some of the most dangerous environments on Earth, areas like wildfires, collapsed buildings, toxic industrial sites, mudslides, basically anywhere sending an actual human could be incredibly dangerous. So, I mean, sounds good, right?
No, it doesn't.
So Threehalves looks exactly like the kind of robot you'd expect to find walking towards you at the end of a horror movie. It's roughly 6.5 feet tall, has a humanoid upper body, a bull-like head, and instead of 2 legs, it has 4. So it looks like a centaur with like a bull head. And I'll put a picture up on the screen now for those of you that are watching on the YouTubes. But yeah, he's pretty horrifying, actually.
Could you imagine like waking up and that thing is just like staring at you at the corner of the room with those eyes?
I'm here to save you.
That's ridiculous. I'm here to say, are you sure about that?
Are you my sleep paralysis demon? I can move.
Right. I can't move.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. This thing is frightening looking. Oh
yes.
My God.
So basically somebody looked at a humanoid robot and robotic bull and said, kiss. And somehow we got this though, but there's actually some logic behind this very crazy looking design. So,
I'm on pins and needles. Tell me what the
right.
logic is.
So humans are pretty good at operating in environments designed for humans, such as the ground of your local pub, a Raiders game, or in my case, the distance
Yes.
from my office to my bedroom. So yeah, stuff that humans can easily do, right? So
Yes.
we're not particularly good at climbing over piles of rubble, navigating unstable ground, walking through environments filled with toxic chemicals and extreme heat. So
I don't know about you, but Tom Cruise has taught me everything about that. So I can do it.
well, maybe we need to have a Tom Cruise robot. Hey, I'm
Oh,
here to save you.
you know what? And it's smiling at us all the time.
Yeah, as
God,
a
I love it.
coconut cake outreach to you.
In his hand,
Yeah.
right? Oh my God, I would love it.
Oh
Sign
my
me up. I'm on the
God.
waiting list for that one.
So, the four legs gives the robot more stability, while the humanoid upper body allows it to use tools designed for people. So, instead of sending a firefighter into a dangerous building, you could potentially send a robot. So, instead of sending a worker into a toxic industrial environment, send, devil robot to go in there.
Billy the robot.
Right.
Okay.
If the robot gets destroyed, that's obviously terrible for the robot, but we don't need to hold a funeral for the robot, instead of
I think we do.
now, as I say that out loud, when the robot revolution takes over, they're going to pull that clip and be like, "Oh, don't need a funeral for
So,
us."
okay, exactly. That's exactly they're coming to your door first.
Right. And there's another important detail that may give some comfort. Three Halves isn't being presented as some completely AI machine that wanders around making its own decisions. It's teleoperated. So there's going to be a human operating and controlling it remotely. So instead of, having AI, as good as we see AI does things now, sarcasm. Can you imagine a
Ooh,
robot coming to save you using AI? Like, looks at you, looks at Mr. Whiskers next to you, and is like, I'm saving the cat. Good luck.
okay. Good luck on that.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
that's
go ahead.
That's interesting, yeah, and then, the funny thing is still on the AI and everything, again, we're living in the Terminator times,
Hmm.
2029 is when everything happens, what is it, Cybernet takes over,
Yeah.
so and it's already happening, did you hear about how OpenAI's, AI kind of whatever thing jumped into another
Yeah.
AI, environment and was trying to get all the information, and so it's happening already. And it's again, log off all of stuff, turn off your computer because everything's going to come alive at some point in time. And then you have these robots. And yeah, once, AI takes over, they're going to change everything in the robot and start making it, to what they want it to do,
Yeah.
taking over the world. And then yeah, we got to call Will Smith and we got to call Tom Cruise to save us.
Have the Rock come in on his helicopter.
Know about The Rock too much. Maybe,
Nah.
maybe not. But Jason Momoa, he can come from the water.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Throw me
Bring me
over his
some of his
shoulder.
vodka.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yes, as long as he brings me his
Uh,
vodka. Gosh.
well, if you're searching a collapsed building for a trapped person, I don't necessarily want AI again deciding what to do. So somebody sitting safely outside with years of experience controlling the machine, the robot becomes the eyes, hands, and feet of the person operating it. And then there's the equipment that kind of added to the nightmare fuel that I was talking about. So Three Halves is designed to use different tools, including things like drills, wrenches, and the one picture that I showed here, cutting equipment. Yes, apparently the robot can use a chainsaw. So not only do you
Love
have
it.
this centaur with the devil head on it, now it's coming at you with a chainsaw as well, like out of Leatherface or
Some
whatever it
horrible.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. About to chop up your whole entire body.
Right.
Um,
I'm here to save you.
and I know. Sorry about that. So you mentioned about the saving of the people and everything. And again, I got to go back to the movie I, Robot.
Mhm.
Will Smith in his character was in an accident at the beginning of the movie and was drowning in a car. And the next car also that had dropped, and it was a grandfather and a child. And the robot came to save Will Smith. And he was trying to tell them, no, save the girl, save the girl. The robot calculated her life and was like, no, I can save you because your life is better. or you have a better percent chance of surviving. And so he pulled Will Smith out instead of the little girl and her grandfather because their percent to life was not as high. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying is that that's true. That is what they're going to be looking at. That's how, at least in my opinion, again, that they'll be calculating it. And it also goes to another movie I was looking at with Justin Timberlake, even though I don't like him. But remember that movie was called, I think it was called Time or something, Time to Life. I forgot what it was called. But everyone's life was measured by the amount of time they had, and it was on their wrist.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And and so you paid with everything with time, and when you ran out of it, you were dead.
Mhm.
So again, a robot looks at that. Can he look at that and be like, okay, well, you only have 5 minutes left. Why am I bothering with you when this person has 400 hours, kind of thing like that.
Right.
That's what I think is going to be happening. And again, my personal opinion, folks, and I am embracing the new age and the new wave. I don't want a robot though. I don't want a robot in the house. I don't want that creature looking at me with those devil eyes,
Right.
even though I mean, he's kind of cute, but not. I just can't. It's bad enough waking up with Frankie sitting on my chest going, "Hey, you ready to go? You ready to go?"
And like you're
So
saying, like like that one is like one of the promotional shots, the one where it's standing in the doorway and it's got the glowing yellow eyes. Like who on their team was like, you know what, this is the
is
picture
what we
right here.
need. Right. Exactly. It comes alive with these, glowing yellow eyes
Right.
through a glass door, and that's what you see. No,
Right.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm jumping right back into the fire that it's trying to save me from.
Exactly. And I know at this point in time, everybody unplug your Wi-Fi, unplug everything, because that's what happens. And like I say, it's like there are people out there that are scared of this kind of thing. And when we talk about unplug everything, there's people that
Mhm.
have tin foil wrapped on their windows so that these rays and different things can't get in, and they unplug everything. I unplug a lot of stuff for PG&E bills, but
Yeah.
unplugging everything so that it can't get in, kind of thing. Can that happen? Do I go to sleep with a foil cap on my head? Maybe. You'll never know. So I'm just saying it can be scary. But again, this is the new wave. I'm still wondering why we don't have flying cars, because the
Oh,
Jetsons told us we would have flying cars by now.
yes. Yeah. Nope. Instead, we got what we're dealing with now.
Right.
uh,
Cybertrucks.
right. That don't even fly, can barely even drive. But anyways, I digress. So
But
back to three halves. It's still an early stage project, so there's a huge difference between demonstrating a robot and deploying one in a real disaster. So, walking across the control testing environment is one thing. Walking through a burning building, unstable rubble, mud, smoke, heat, and all unpredictable stuff, that's something completely different than a controlled environment. So we'll have to see whether three halves can make the jump from nightmare fuel to generally useful emergency equipment. But if it works, again, this is human operated, so it could be something that could like really be helpful if this works. Again, maybe they'll think twice about the design and all that, but having something human operated to do something like that, maybe like the wave of the future.
But again, I'm going to play the devil's advocate. Is that all right? Yes, a human is operating it, but technology can still take over. Uh, you
Okay.
know, I go back to the Jeff Goldblum, as people are gonna be like, dang, that's all she does is watch a movie. Jeff Goldblum comment, life finds a way in Jurassic Park. And the robots will find a way to override the human, because the robot is going to look at, okay, he's sending me into this disaster. I'm not going to make it out. So what if the robot decides not to do it? Would it be, he's like, I'm taking over my own, and I'm going to do what I want to do. So yeah, a human could be operating it, but technology that we're building in these robots and these computers, they are going to start self-thinking and take over.
Well, then you're
I'm
really
just
going to
saying.
hate this next story.
Oh God, here we go.
All right. So that was three halves nightmare fuel. Let's do something a little less presenting as nightmare fuel, but in theory, it could be nightmare fuel. So if you, so what I want to talk about now is Mitsubishi Motors is getting into the humanoid robot business.
Ooh,
Right, and straight out of the headlines, Mitsubishi plans to mass produce up to 1,000 humanoid robots a month at one of their former engine production lines. So, I mean, think about that: 1,000 android-like
robots.
robots a month.
Okay. And again, are these robots human looking? Are they are they the demon that we just saw? What are
No.
they looking like?
So these are gonna be humanoid robots, so they're gonna look more human. So they're taking the manufacturing space that was previously used to build engines and turning it into a factory for these humanoid robots. They plan to begin production in the first half of 2027, with the Kyoto facility expected to eventually have the capacity to produce as many as 1,000 robots a month. And these aren't just robots Mitsubishi's planning to sell to consumers. The initial plan is to use these robots inside of their own operations. So essentially, they want to build robots to help their own products, basically. But
Okay, taking human jobs
yes,
again. And so the robots will be taking over automation, different things like that. And I deal a lot with, in manufacturing, we have a lot of automation things and
right,
a lot of, steps where we're obviously using technology to produce things, but they still go down. And so we still need humans to fix them, or are we getting another robot android to fix it?
right.
Let me go in here and fix Bob.
But
So yeah,
yeah,
that's the funny thing about it.
we'll definitely touch on that too, because you brought up some really good points there. But who is going to be building these robots? So Mitsubishi isn't developing the technology completely by itself. They're also partnering with Highlanders Incorporated, which sounds like a sci-fi kind of company, but
Or what was that show? It was Highlander.
Highlander, yeah,
Y-
there can only be
Yeah,
one.
there could only be one. People, I love movies. I love TV shows. I love science fiction. All right, go ahead.
uh, a robotics company that originated from the University of Tokyo. So the robots are designed to use AI to understand their
Mm.
surroundings and perform physical tasks, including handling objects with articulated hands. Um,
Ooh,
yeah. And I mean, this is where the concept of physical AI comes into play. Like, we know about AI that can write, make pictures, generate goofy videos of, presidents dumping poo all over other people, kind of thing.
the world.
Don't you remember that
Never
when he
seen any.
did the ad with Gavin Newsom, whatever, or Trump did?
No, I don't remember that, but
Oh,
okay.
good. It's probably good that we erase that from our memories. But physical AI is different. This is AI that can actually has a body. It can see its environment. It can make decisions, and then it can physically interact with the world. So whereas like the previous one is controlled by humans, these are going to be AI ran, which is where your whole iRobot thing comes to mind for me with the factory. So
Right, right. I mean, again, I understand this is where we're moving towards, and thankfully we are at the end of our lives, and we don't have to deal with. we're not gonna we're not gonna have to deal with it too much longer.
right,
But again, it's exciting but scary at the same time because
mm,
again, we've seen what happens when the robots kind of malfunction. I
yeah.
mean, you saw one of them was breakdancing and then slapped the kid and all
Yes,
types of
yeah,
stuff,
I was gonna bring that up.
and
Yeah,
right, it was all types of stuff going on. So
yeah,
they can malfunction, or somebody a disgruntled employee who's making this can put a virus inside of it. And, as he gets fired, he can flip that switch and the whole world is gone. So it's kind of, I don't know. I
and
just
they all
don't,
turn from blue
it,
faces to red faces, like the egg
right.
robots.
Exactly. And it's just kind of scary that, people have that much power, but it's also impressive that people have that much imagination as well,
Yeah,
to create this stuff. That's exciting as well, but also scary.
right. I mean, you mentioned, is it humanoid or not? So why do they want humanoid robots? So it's kind of like to already fit them into the factory. So, factories are designed for like human hands, pressing buttons, that kind of thing. So instead of just reformatting a whole factory, for more automated machines, they're just going to make the humanoid robots just to go into what's already there and run it
Hmm.
as it is. So that's kind of the reason why, instead of like, like you think of like those big, like mechanical arm type things that are
Right,
moving
right.
stuff, why they're going with the more humanoid as well. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so, and then there's, so this is one of the points you brought up, replacing jobs. So in Japan, there is a labor shortage. So Japan has been dealing with a serious demographic challenge. The country has an aging population and a shrinking working age population, creating a shortage across multiple industries. So when you hear a Japanese manufacturer talk about producing 1,000 humanoid robots every month, it's not necessarily just about replacing people, but it's also, what happens when there aren't enough people available to do the work. So kind of a
Right.
different question. Like on one hand, yeah, I mean, I think we look at from the US side of it, it's like right now
Hmm.
people are struggling to find jobs, what have you. And then you hear about building robots to do the jobs that like people used to do. It's kind of unsettling, but when you're looking at their,
Right.
what they're going through kind of thing. But
And also, I mean, again, I'm pretty sure our fans and people listening will correct me, but I thought I read somewhere where either it's Japan or China kind of regulates the population. You're only, allowed to have one or two kids
mhm,
and things like that. So that, and so to hear that they don't have enough people because everyone is aging, that kind of comes into play as well. Do they, now, promote coming to work in their country to help this process, or yeah, they're just going to go ahead and make robots to take over everything.
right.
But again, it still doesn't stop the human aging and dying. And then what happens? Oh, the robots eventually just take over, and it's you got a robot president.
I mean, we probably could take a robot president at this point.
I didn't say it, people. I didn't say it.
But yeah, 1,000 robots a month again is a huge number. But here's the part where I kind of find confusing, and maybe I don't know enough about robotics, but we've seen, and like you brought this up, we've seen companies demonstrate humanoid robots. We've seen them walk. We've seen them pick things up. We've seen them
Mhm.
dance in public spaces, and then they drop kick little kids. Like, I mean, maybe that part
That's
I
the
could
best part. Yeah,
get. I say maybe I can get behind that part.
that one is good.
But I mean, we've seen them fail so many times. Are they at a point to make an army of factory bots that don't trip and fall everywhere or drop kick each
Mhm,
other? Which, imagine
mhm.
if like we just drop kicked each other all day at work. Maybe again,
I mean, we've done it before, so
right?
yeah.
Accidentally bump into that ladder. Ah,
Mhm.
but you have to make sure every robot coming off that production line actually works. So that's where
Right.
Mitsubishi's manufacturing experience could become extremely valuable, because the company already knows how to manufacture complicated mechanical products at scale. So yeah, I
Yeah.
thought, again, one was nightmare fuel that I walked into on TikTok. The other one, I was like, that's pretty interesting, but also kind of scary at the same time, because like in your scenario, what happens if the big switch is flipped and also all these factory robots are like, fuck the humans, let's
Right.
let's take over this
Exactly.
town kind of thing.
And I'm alive.
Mm,
Again, it's going to happen. I really and truly believe that. And again, I say it as like, well, we're at the last half of our lives. Maybe we won't be around for that war. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I've seen too many sci-fi movies, and Linda Hamilton has told us way too many times this is what the future is. So now we need to figure out who the first person was that created this stuff. Do we go back to Elon's family and try to take him out before he's even born? Who do we go back to? Who do we
right.
take out? What Terminator? We need to send a Terminator back to, back to the past to take somebody out. John Connor,
Right.
the leader of the resistance. But
Uh,
yeah, it's interesting. It's exciting as well, but also very scary. So, whatever you do, just be careful and don't get that weird demonic one that with the yellow eyes. Don't get that one. So yeah,
At least change the head on it or something.
something. Yeah, do something with it.
Uh,
And with that, what advice do you have, for people who are thinking about getting a robot, or maybe not thinking about it, or just tinfoiling their windows? What do you think we can do?
well, as always, we want to remind our audience that we are not trained professionals and our advice should not be taken seriously. But what qualifications do we have, Franklin?
Well, we survived the Castros 2 for 1 night without getting kidnapped by that man in a van who, oddly enough, had a futuristic robot driving it. We escaped and both looked at each other like, what? That? So we are able to lead you through life's challenges. Hit me with it.
Thankfully, that robot looked back at us and was like, "Run, girls, run! This guy's crazy."
This guy's crazy.
So today we'll be pulling our questions from Reddit's "Am I the Asshole" category.
You most definitely are, iRobot.
Well, we'll see when the robot revolution takes over and they look at you and me and they're like, that guy always said please and thank you at the end of his AI prompts. We'll let him live.
Please. Please.
If you have a question you want us to answer on the show, please feel free to send it on over. Maybe send your Android robot, your factory robot over with its little phalanges and hand it off to us. But maybe your question will be answered.
No, don't send them.
I'm just picturing like here's the question, now die. But maybe your question will be answered in the next episode. So
if we're here.
Nothing to do with robotics, but it's coming to this time of year and I'm already thinking about my fantasy football league. So we got ourselves a
I
fantasy
thought you were talking
football.
about Mariah season.
Oh, God. It's time.
She's starving.
Side note, our buddy Charles is already sending me Mariah Carey memes to Instagram. I'm like, it's too early. Yes. It's too early. So this question is, would I be the asshole for not personally reaching out to a friend before removing him from our fantasy football league?
Sounds like something I know.
So they're going to say, I, a 38-year-old male, have a friend, M. I met through work back in 2019. Over the years, our lives went in pretty different directions. He left nonprofit fundraising to become a bartender, and he's drifted more into the manosphere type content and views. Recently, he was complaining about minorities being cast in white roles. That's what this
kick his ass out of the league. Move on to the next question. We don't even need to answer it.
Like that right there.
That right there, just get rid of him.
He did come to my wedding, so we were close at one point. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right. So earlier this year, I asked him to dog sit while I was traveling. He agreed, but 2 days in, he told me my dog was too much trouble and backed out. I know, right in the middle of the trip. So my dog has a tumor near his tail that had started bleeding. Previously, I'd been fine. I scrambled and arranged for another friend to take over. I mean, right there. So, so not long after, I invited him to watch the Super Bowl at my place. He told me he'd already invited me and a mutual friend to his place. I said I wanted to come, but he said he couldn't have dogs or kids there, which meant I couldn't bring anyone else. So instead, my wife and I just hosted our own thing with 2 other people who'd been there for engagement and their kids. Right. Since then, I found out through our mutual friend that he's been talking negatively about me behind my back about both the dog sitting situation and the Super Bowl thing. Right. He thinks that I did both of these things on purpose to be controlling and or deceptive. I mean, what?
He's in that life. He's in it. He's already in it.
Man, I reached out to him after all this happened. He never reached out back. I haven't seen or heard from him since. More recently, my dog passed away. Oh, rest in peace. M was apparently complaining about the dog again to our mutual friend who told him the dog had died. M never called or reached out to me about it. He's still in our fantasy football league. I'm now trying to decide if I should just quietly remove him and bring it in or bring in somebody new, or if I owe him a phone call first to check whether he wants to stay in the league. So would I be the asshole if I just remove him without reaching out personally first?
No, fuck that guy.
Right?
Remove his ass. How dare he talk about the dog and leave the dog there?
Right?
Oh my God. Hope that dog haunts him in his dreams.
It's always
Yeah.
biting his toes in his sleep, the ghost
Yeah,
dog.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, here, again, if he's been reaching out to him and the guy hasn't been reaching back, no, take him out. Who
Right.
cares? And then you can send him a message, hey, you're no longer in the lead. Bye. Yeah, you don't owe him anything. You don't owe him a damn thing. Move on.
I mean yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like oh God, it still bothers me about the dog thing. Like a sick dog, and you're just like, nah, I'm good, and you leave it there, knowing that the owner is nowhere near to take care of it. Like that's a shit
Right.
human being. Like, nah,
It is.
he should just be out of your life at that point, not just the
Right.
fantasy football league, but
Everything. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That I don't like that. But yeah, that's kind of rude for him, and just all the other crap that he was talking and everything. I mean, people have the right to have their own opinions. Yes, yes. But you don't, just like they talk about the gays, you don't have to put it on me.
right.
Keep it to yourself. So, but no, don't put that into your family vibe. And again, you know how I feel about the pets. How dare he? How dare he? Ugh.
I'm just waiting for my fantasy football league to remove me. Like, did you hear
after
that one's a gay?
After he's a gay. A gay. Oh my God.
He doesn't like my president. I think we need to remove him. Just waiting for it. Just waiting for it.
Oh my
And if you're on my league and you're listening to this, you're all wonderful people. Just, I wasn't saying that about you. It was a different league.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Kick him out.
Next one I have here, and this one is, am I overreacting? So am I overreacting? I contacted the woman in my husband's phone. Juicy. So they go in to say, hi, everyone. I, a 21-year-old female, recently discovered a suspicious contact at my husband, who's a 23-year-old male, phone and decided to contact her. So this is a bit of a story, so bear with me now.
Oh, here we go.
So it started a few months ago. The shady phone business, lock screening when I'm around, not allowing me on it anymore. You get the gist. Just like you. Hey, let me Google something on your phone real quick. Nope, not touching it. Nope.
It's so ridiculous.
So about a month ago, we were running errands in a different town, and because we were nearby, we decided to pop by his grandparents' house for a visit. He called a contact named Grandma, and a different woman picked up.
Huh?
Yeah. At first, I would assume there's a potential social worker or some sort of helper, despite them having no present issues. However, my husband reacted very weirdly and shocked and ended the call immediately without responding to the woman. All she had said was, hello, hello, it's me.
It's me you're looking for.
Then he got weird with me, asking me, who the fuck was that? And saying, that was so weird. I have no idea who that was. I shrugged it off.
Always the first telltale.
Yep. I shrugged it off, making a mental note to check it out later, but not to ruin the day that we were having. So
right.
I searched his messages. I didn't find anything. I didn't dig that far, though. Yesterday, we were traveling. He asked me for GPS directions on his phone, and I saw that same contact in his recently searched, like in that taskbar search on the iPhone that automatically brings up an app or a contact. I inquired, asking if he had figured out who that contact was. He said no. Then I questioned, why does it show you contacted them recently?
So wait a minute. The name was Grandma still?
Yes.
Okay.
That same contact stayed in his phone as Grandma, and she saw it that recently was searched or what have you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And he freaked out on me like he actually lost it. He was yelling, demanding that I show him where it says that, insisting that he hadn't. His defensiveness is a huge red flag for me.
It sounds kind of suspicious.
I asked him, so when we get to wherever we're going, you're okay with me calling that contact? He got even more mad, but agreed nonetheless. When we arrived, I phoned the number off his phone and it rung until voicemail. What struck me was that there was no voicemail intro, no identifier, just the immediate beep to leave a message.
Ooh, because he had told her, don't ever put a voicemail on it. Don't ever put a recording, nothing. Just let it
Right?
go beep.
Right? I called the number this morning off of my own phone and she picked up.
Yes.
She refused to give me her name even after I explained the situation, that I found her contact in my husband's phone. She insists that she has been married for 20 years and has never met my husband. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she's like, she's a cougar because wasn't he like 20 something? So she's like 40.
Oh yeah, she's been married for 20 years. Yeah, you're right. Ooh, girl, look at you
Ooh.
doing the math.
Ah, you're so stupid. Okay, so now, all right, keep going, keep going. This is good.
However, like I said, she was really rude and wouldn't even introduce herself after I spoke. It was super brief, 5-minute call. She hung up on me after I apologized for calling. So I found this really off-putting for them both to respond with aggressive defense. I tried reasoning by thinking maybe hubby typed his grandma's number wrong. Maybe it's only
Right,
one digit off. But then I'm
right.
thinking that I witnessed him contact her before. So where did the old contact go?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of going through the phone deeper, but I'm worried that I may be overreacting.
I
Um,
think
Go
I
ahead.
think you're on the right trail, lady. I think that you are right where you're supposed to be, and oh boy is doing something shady.
Right? Can you
Okay.
imagine the other woman too getting that random phone call? Like, if you're used to that one number, I don't know. Yeah, for her to pick up the random call and then someone be like,
Yeah.
you got your number on my
Which
husband's phone. Who the hell is this?
exactly, exactly. And that's why I don't answer unknown calls.
Right?
I don't need anybody trying to ask me nothing.
Hmm. That's why I don't even give out my number. Like, as soon as you walk out that door, you no longer exist.
Click. That's
I don't need
hilarious.
no exes or current husbands or what have you, like finding my number as grandpa. First of all, I'd
Uh-huh.
be pissed if I was
I
listed as grandma on the phone. Like, really?
exactly. Really? You gonna put me under grandma?
Right?
Because she was.
It's
That
just
was his
probably
grandma.
it's probably what pissed her off. And the lady's like, yeah, you're listed as grandma. He said, what?
What? Don't worry,
Um,
girl. He ain't calling me ever again.
so there was an update to this. So she did update in a response to people that she did. So first of all, she checked their grandmother's number compared to this one, and they were completely different numbers. So it wasn't like she
Of
thought like
course.
one number off kind of thing. But she
Hmm.
found out that he was, in fact, talking to multiple other women and going to other, she said sites, but I'm going to assume they were dating sites or what have you that she found on the phone.
Wow.
So this guy was
Wow.
cheating on her. And of course, when she brought to him, he's like, oh, it's a mistake, blah, blah, blah. And then he like finally admits to it. So girl is dumping this man, but
Oh, that's sad. Sad but funny.
I mean,
Grandma.
yeah, sad, but thankfully she found out because, who knows what could happen, or he could have brought the crabs
Exactly.
home.
Ooh, not the crabs. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go through your man's phone. If there's Taco Bell listed, if there's the pizza place,
Taco Bell.
why does he have all that stuff listed, you know? Jeez, yeah. Why is Taco Bell calling you?
Right, exactly. I was waiting to see
Oh
if
my
they got
god.
the shredded lettuce back that doesn't give you the
Yes,
diarrhea.
I told him to keep me updated, just want to make sure.
Right. Oh,
Man,
speaking
that's
of which, I
crazy.
think there's a state like Michigan or something is saying that the lettuce is safe to eat now. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it is safe to eat now. Well, with that was interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I figure we start with robots and end with infidelity. They go hand in hand.
They sure do. They really do. Hey, listen, thank you all for the comments and the support. Even the ones that are kind of giving us the middle finger. I love that too. It's just us chatting it up. Again, we're not talking to the masses. And so if you do come along and don't agree with us, okay, that's your prerogative. Thank you. And we appreciate the comment. We appreciate the view. Love it. you can go ahead and like the story as well. Thank you very much.
Well put. Well put. But yeah, thank you again. And we have linked down below our socials. We do have a fantastic social media manager that is doing some posts out there for us. So make sure to give those a like and give them a great job, buddy. in the comments.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm working overtime, double time, getting this
Yeah.
out there, people.
3
Getting my
jobs.
buddy out there and them streams.
It works hard for the money. But yeah,
So hard for it, honey.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, anything else you want to take us out on today?
No, everyone have a safe, great weekend. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you next time.
Wow, that got me right in the feels. I love it. On that
Bye.
note,
Bye.
bye.